Okay, so it's Polk County, Wisconsin. Would you do this deal? Purchase price $60,000. Proposed comps are scarce, but I did receive a package of comps from a broker I work with in the area, showing a sale price of between 6,300 to 6,500 an acre. How big is this?
40
Almost
acres.
40 acres. Okay, got it. Which would give us a retail price range of 240 to 250. I'm just kind of, and would I aim? So would aim to bring to this market around 220,000 and try to get a quicker sale. Okay, got it. So here's what he's saying: buy for 60, sell for 220. Okay, I'm liking that. Now, physical access is established. We see it. Legal access would be by a small easement across the west corner of the seller's adjacent property. So apparently that's obviously a highway there,
It's right here.
and I cannot like have my own driveway off the highway. I got it. So that's I'm figuring out. So that you see the Highway 85, thinking, oh, there you go, but not necessarily allowed to just put an off ramp in where you think you want one, even though this guy did over here. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. We'll see. So, seller says that she was fine establishing an easement, but wants to run it by her husband first. That's funny. Everybody's alive. There's several streams and creeks going through there. A jogging, biking trail along the entire bottom of it. Oh, that's got our attention. The city of Amory is 7 miles east, and the Big Lake is 1.2 miles to the west. Continued down, the bike trail to the south at the end of the property is not wide enough for a car, so that a small easement would be needed. Please advise if you think it would be needed here. I don't know. I stick with the. Honestly, I wouldn't go through that much work to sell the property. I would have in writing that the owner would grant an easement on that northeast corner.
So Evan, can you?
For me.
I don't know if this is the right property or not. Okay, good.
Yes.
Come on, Starling. Let's see if you can handle this. I think this property has physical and legal access.
Right, and if we need a little something, he'll say, "Sure, I'll hook you up."
Okay.
So.
For $60,000 with comps at 250, this is it's like a fantastic deal. Going through the A's, acreage, yeah, it's 40 acres. That's fantastic parcel size. Access, we just said physical and legal. I would confirm it. But what do you think, Jill?
Yeah, the owner says sure.
That's what I think too.
You know what this is sounding like to me? I think this is a would you brag about this deal.
Good.
Because here's what Evan's saying. Gee, if I do it all wrong, I could buy it for 60 and sell it for 120. Oops. But I think I'm gonna sell it for 220.
My question is, how rural is it? Is it too rural? And here's Minneapolis, and so this is probably, I don't know how many miles, but it passes the adjacent test. There's all kinds of stuff happening. There's agricultural happening here. There's a little subdivision happening here. There's houses and utilities are being dealt with everywhere. Not being dealt with, they're everywhere. So it passes the adjacent test.
I think this is fantastic because they're with this. You know what this tells me? The owner lives next door. They've had this probably for a while. How long do they live next door? Kind of thing. And now they're selling it. I bet it's fantastic. I would totally do this deal. Fayette County, Tennessee. Accepted offer price is $12,000. Thinks we can sell it for 24 to 30.
Good.
1 acre.
What's the deal breaker on that 40? I can tell you. Usability. Let's just say it's all wet and it's just duck hunting land and with access. That's not bad.
No.
We just need to find out we need comparison values then.
Then I would just need to bring in and make sure it's a whitetail property guy.
Yeah, whitetail property's got to be great. They'll tell you right away.
They'll fix it. Well, no, yeah. Is someone else trying to fund this around me? Just kidding. Totally kidding. The 1.6 acres next door sold for $22,000 and $2,000. 1.1 acre, 5 parcels over, sold for $17,000 and $2,000. So I see houses. If you guys can see the display, you can kind of make out the houses on here. When we look at when we do our own deal review, we do just like this, where we look at different maps and different layers to see where their houses are, and then look at other things, what might be built out.
It's not wet, according to FEMA. That's good. Access is fantastic.
Oh, he lives right there. Noted. Got it. So there's the seller. He's selling the one furthest away. Totally like that.
So like I've said in the past, these properties are so easy to value. All you need to do is take a look at this house. We're going to look at the owner's house and see what it's worth. And whatever it's worth, we'll look at a few of these other ones. It's an infill lot. It needs to be less than 10% of that value.
Hey, what a smart man. See, sweetheart, I'm going to own all these 3 lots. We're going to pick the best one, build on it. And then when we need dough later on, we'll start selling them off. Yeah.
Wish you had like 30 or 40 of them.
Yeah.
You never have to work. It's $285,000. So right away, it needs to be less than 20, and you're at 12.
Mm-hmm.
So, and your target price is 20, which is fantastic. So let's just confirm other sales. These are the properties that are more than 1 acre that are sold in this. I'm going to remove the boundaries just so we can see the area. So 1.2 acres sold. This is cheapest at 20,000, and for sale, cheapest property that's over 1 acre is 50,000. So
we like it.
we're 2 for 2.
Yeah.
I love this deal actually.
Would you do this deal? Lawrence County, Indiana, 3.4 acres, defunct road.
The road's right here.
I'm wondering if even you have access off 4th Street, though. I like that. We'll have title and confirm it's has actual access, no HOA. Accepted offer, $8,500. Comps range from 5 to 15. Waiting to hear back from local agents. It sits behind some townhouses at the top of a slope. Slope goes down to a creek. Likely very nice views from the top, not in a flood zone. Say inspect out there to look at appropriate flat area for building potential at the top.
Very rural.
Can I give you my truth time already?
Yes. We're to see how slopey this is.
Christian knows us. Christian knows what's possible too. Boy, does he know what's possible. So I'm having trouble with a buy for 8,500 and hope to sell between 5 and 15. That means I need to buy for 2,000.
Look at your screen here.
And there's my other reason.
So no.
It's like the houses are up on the ridge, and then that's the hill that the kids ride their bikes down when they're going to the park or to play in the creek.
Yeah, or fishing.
Yeah.
So
it's
cheap.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how much these houses are. There's a chance that some weirdo is going to really want this just to fish on.
But we've got these 2 not built lots, right? Oh, it's a parking lot. What the heck is that?
It's a church. It's a parking lot for the church.
Oh, now I really don't want it.
Why?
Wait. Well, the church isn't going to buy it. We got a church in the parking lot.
Yeah, it just goes down. So their only chance here, just like the last property, the duck hunting property, is that some crazy person wants to fish off their own land. If you can fish in that little creek at all.
Right.
I think I would just pass on this altogether. Wouldn't you?
That's what I would do. Okay, would you do this deal on Jackson Highway here? Where are we? Lewis County, Washington, 20 acres. Accepted offer price 125,000. Thinks we could sell it for 200 at least. So, affordability. So 10 acre Grisser Street just listed an hour ago for 175.
Wow.
Let's go find that comp.
Yeah.
The county owned land across the highway. Farms, timber, and houses nearby. Attribute fish-bearing stream and views of mountains near Lewis and Clark State Park. Everyone's alive. Property
is wet.
See
the FEMA.
Road frontage isn't as great as it seems. Guardrail extends over half. Okay, we need to drop a man down there.
So I just wanted to point this out. So I'm clicking on this FEMA thing, and I'm not. There's clearly a creek that goes through this property. It's obvious, and it's not. Oh, here it's a FEMA. Okay, so this is a gauge to see if property's wet. For whatever reason, that they're in this creek wet, and so that's fine. I'm just saying it's a stage 1 due diligence / acquisitions tool. If you can't completely rely on it, even though it comes right.
I bet if we drop a guy, if there's a bridge over there, that'll tell us too if there's any concern. Okay, so hold on a second.
So you're saying it's all wet. It's 100% wet. So this is way too much money to take a chance. It comes down to price now. So we need you're not really buying 20 acres, you might be buying 5.
I'm still not loving, I can't wrap my head around 125.
Unless I would not buy for 125 and sell for 175, would you?
No.
On this property when it's all wet?
No.
And if it's 2 APNs, someone's going to end up, you got to sell them together because somebody's going to end up with all wet property.
This one's 1, right?
But the good news is that these numbers are fantastic.
Man,
so if you
can
get
I
it a little
for
cheaper,
75?
yeah, something like that.
Like,
exactly, Joe. That's a number I was thinking.
I can wrap my head around 75 if everything else pans out.
Because you can dump it for 100 if you needed to, with these comps.
Right.
60 to 70 is even better.
But we need to zero in on that area. All right, that's my final.
We hope you found our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.